Your first step to getting rich. All right, let's get right into it because your time is valuable and so is your money. We hear the word asset thrown around all the time, but what does it actually mean? Think of it this way. An asset is anything you own that has the potential to put more money into your pocket. It's that simple. It's not your fancy car that loses value the second you drive it off the lot. It's not the newest phone that will be obsolete in a year. An asset is a money-making tool. It could be a tiny piece of a company, a rental property, or even a skill you've learned. The whole game of building wealth is just about collecting as many of these money-making things as you possibly can. Now, on the flip side, you have liabilities. These are the things that take money out of your pocket. That car payment, your credit card debt, the subscription services you forgot you signed up for, those are liabilities. The fundamental secret to becoming a millionaire isn't some complicated formula locked away in a vault. It's just this. You need to make sure you are acquiring more assets than you are liabilities. Your goal is to have your assets working for you, generating income around the clock, even while you're sleeping, or, better yet, smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm. It's a slow and steady race, where you systematically build an army of assets that fight your financial battles for you. Imagine you have two friends. Let's call them Alex and Ben. Alex makes a great salary, but he spends it all on a luxury apartment. Okay, so let's talk about one of the most accessible assets for absolutely anyone to start with: stocks. Buying a stock simply means you are buying a very, very small piece of a publicly traded company. If you buy a share of Apple, congratulations, you're a part owner. You won't get to hang out with Tim Cook, but you do get to benefit when the company does well. When Apple makes a profit, invents a new iPhone, and its value goes up, the value of your tiny piece goes up with it. This is how you can piggyback on the success of some of the biggest and best companies in the world without having to start one yourself. The easiest way for a beginner to get started is not by trying to pick the next big meme stock you see online. Please don't do that. The smartest, most proven way is to invest in something called an index fund. An index fund is like a big basket that holds tiny pieces of hundreds or even thousands of different companies all at once. For example, an S&P 500 index fund gives you a piece of the 500 largest companies in the United States. This way, you aren't betting on just one company to succeed. You're betting on the entire U.S. economy to grow over time, which, historically, has been a very good bet. Think about it like this. Let's say you started investing just $100 every single month into an S&P 500 index fund starting at age 25. That's about the cost of a few fancy coffees and a couple of subscriptions, assuming an average historical return of around 10% per year. Now for my personal favorite, real estate. There's a reason why people have been building wealth with property for centuries. It's tangible. You can see it, you can touch it, it's not going anywhere. Real estate can make you money in multiple ways. First, there's appreciation, which is the hope that the property's value will increase over time. Second, and more importantly, there's cash flow. This is when you rent out the property to tenants. The rent they pay covers your mortgage taxes, insurance, other expenses, and leaves you with extra profit every month. A lot of people hear real estate and think, I can't afford that. They picture massive apartment buildings or fancy houses in expensive cities. But you don't start there, you start small. A great beginner strategy is house hacking. Buy a small multifamily property like a duplex. If you want the potential for the highest possible returns, starting your own business is the king of all assets. Think about it. Every stock began as someone's small business idea. While stocks and real estate are great ways to grow wealth, they are generally passive. You are leveraging other people's work. With a business, you create the asset from scratch. You have full control over its potential, its income, its growth. This path has created more millionaires and billionaires than any other, but it comes with the most risk and requires the most work. You don't have to invent the next Facebook or quit your job tomorrow. Today you can start on the side with almost no money. Use a service-based skill you already have. Good at cleaning cars, start a mobile detailing service. Know how to edit videos, offer services to YouTubers or small businesses. Bake amazing cookies, sell them at a local farmer's market. These side hustles are low risk and grown in spare time. We've talked about stocks, real estate, and businesses, but there's one asset that's more important than all of them combined. You. Investing in your own education skills and knowledge is the single best investment you can ever make with returns that can't be measured on any stock chart. The more you learn, the more you can earn. It's that direct. Your ability to make money in the first place funds all your other investments. Increase your skills. Increase your income potential, which gives you more capital to deploy into your stocks, real estate, and businesses. It's the engine that powers the whole wealth-building train. This doesn't mean you have to go back to college and get another expensive 4-year degree. Investing in yourself can take many forms, and most are incredibly affordable. It could be buying a $15 book on a topic you want to master. It could be taking a $20 online course to learn a new software or a skill like digital marketing, coding, or graphic design. Welcome to the 21st century, where you can literally create valuable assets out of nothing with an idea and a little bit of work. I'm talking about digital assets and intellectual property, ebooks, online courses, stock photos, a YouTube channel, a blog, or even a piece of software. The beauty is, you can create them once and they can potentially generate income for you over and over again with very little additional effort. This is the definition of passive income. It's like building a little money printing machine that works for you 24/7. Let's take a simple example. An ebook. Maybe you're an expert on gardening in small spaces, or training a puppy, or preparing for a marathon. You could write a short, helpful guide on that topic. You can design a cover for free using online tools, and you can self-publish it on a platform like Amazon KDP for zero upfront cost. Once it's published, it's available to a global audience. Every time someone buys your ebook, you get a royalty. You did the work one time, writing the book, and now it can earn you money for years to come. It might only be a few dollars a month at first, but that's a new income stream you created from an idea. Or consider starting a niche blog or a YouTube channel. Find something you're passionate about, reviewing budget-friendly tech cooking vegan meals or fixing old lawnmowers. Start creating content. It will be slow at first, and you probably won't make any money for a while. So, we've covered a lot. Understanding what an asset is, owning pieces of companies through stocks, buying property with real estate, creating your own income with a business, investing in yourself, and even building digital assets from scratch. It can feel like a lot. You might be feeling overwhelmed, thinking about all the different paths you could take. And that's normal. But the most important lesson in all of this is not to get stuck in analysis paralysis, where you spend so much time learning that you never actually do anything. The secret sauce, the magic ingredient, is taking action. You do not need to do everything at once. In fact, you shouldn't. Trying to invest in stocks, save for a down payment, start a business. Your journey to becoming a millionaire is a marathon, not a sprint. It's built one brick at a time, one small, consistent action after another. The power lies in the compounding effect of these small habits over years and decades. Just like a single drop of water can eventually carve a canyon through solid rock, your small, regular investments can carve a path to financial freedom.